Okay, gang, look at it. Look at it right now on the screen. Most of the cryptos that we follow are going nuts, and certainly the ones that are on the screen. We've got Bitcoin up 13.8%, and yes, above 87,000. Ether is gaining 14% to 33.67. Litecoin up 9% to 78 bucks, and we've got XRP up 14% to 63 cents. Now, since Donald Trump's win became official last Wednesday, the world's largest cryptocurrency has risen more than 25%. Bitcoin, it's just all spreading. There's a huge blast zone here. Bitcoin miners also seeing double-digit gains. Look at MicroStrategy, Hut 8 Corp, CleanSpark, Riot. All of these are having incredible gains, but Hut is up 24%, MicroStrategy up 26%, and CleanSpark up 28%. So as the president-elect gears up to take the White House in January, and remember, he had promised to be the first Bitcoin president, is this the beginning of the crypto real boom? Like, now we're into the second inning, and everything before then was maybe just the first inning? Joining me now, first on Fox Business, is Pomp Investments investor Anthony Pompliano. And by the way, he also served as a sergeant in the U.S. Army Infantry. Thank you so much for your service, Anthony. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you saw it clock over 80. Well, forget 87,000. Last week it was 77,000. It goes 78, 79, 80, 82, 84, 86, and then just in the past hour and a half, 87,000. Why? Is it all the Trump trade?
Bitcoin is the king of the cryptocurrency market, and I think Wall Street realizes they want to put their money with the king. And if you look at 80,000 is a really important number. One, it's a big round number. A lot of people would just say, hey, that big round number means that I should pay attention. Two is it caught the attention of the mainstream media. It's the front page of every single outlet. But the third thing, probably the most important thing, is crossing 80,000 was actually the new all-time high in inflation-adjusted terms. And so it was 69,000 in nominal terms, but $69,000 in 2021 is actually 80,000 today. And so now that we've broken through an inflation-adjusted all-time high, everyone is rushing in to buy this. Now, what's interesting is the ETFs provide a whole new pool of capital to start to buy Bitcoin that wasn't here in 2021.
Yeah.
And so if you go back and look at 2020, we saw—
By the way, they had huge inflows. Maybe we can put some of these Bitcoin ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs up.
It's incredible. In 2020, Bitcoin went from 15,000 in November of 2020 to 64,000 by March of 2021. 5 months, you had this massive appreciation. Right now, we are seeing Bitcoin, it's out of the sideways summer, hibernation is over, and up we go. And so my expectation is we're going to see a very strong bid for Bitcoin through the end of the year.
Okay, you said Bitcoin is the king. Kings are overthrown, kings fall, kings die, princes take over. Do you foresee that? I mean, how do you protect yourself if you are all in on Bitcoin against the possibly inevitable?
Yeah, I don't think this king is going to die. The beauty of this is most kings are centralized. They're a single person, they're a single organization, and they can get overthrown. But the beauty of Bitcoin is that it's decentralized. And so in a weird way, it is rules without rulers. It's basically this decentralized system that doesn't have any one single fail point. And then on top of that, if people want to diversify, one of the areas they can look to is a lot of these crypto equities. We mentioned Hut 8. I'm a shareholder there. There's a company, DeFi Technologies in Canada. There's plenty like MicroStrategies and others. These things are all moving with kind of this crypto trade. So as the assets go up, these equities will go up significantly too.
Let's say somebody's looking and say, I don't have $87,000. I don't even have half that to buy a Bitcoin. Are there better options in the equity world that are attached to that, like some that you just mentioned?
I think that people have to ask themselves, do I want the actual asset? Do I want Bitcoin or do I want equity exposure? In both of those cases, now there's enough technology out there. You can go and you don't have to buy a full share.
Well, like
stock.
Coinbase. Let's look at some of these equities here.
Yep.
Coinbase is up 21% right now. It's hitting, could be an all-time high, $334 right now. It has had a killer year. Past 52 weeks, it is gaining, this is unbelievable, 191%.
Yeah.
And this was when Gary Gensler, who is still head of the SEC, filed a lawsuit against them.
Bitcoin's up 130% over the last year. Coinbase is up 191%. You can go and there's some stocks that year to date that are related to crypto are up more than 150, 190%. And so what people are realizing is these assets are valuable, and now Wall Street's here. One of the most important aspects of this industry is that it was a bottoms-up adoption story. It was individuals first. Wall Street couldn't do it. And if you even look today, right, Bitcoin was skyrocketing over the weekend, and Wall Street couldn't participate. The stock market was closed. It is 2024. Open the stock market. Let them trade 24/7. The hours of operation. Hours of operation is insane. So why do you see this massive surge of capital coming to the market today? Well, because the crypto people, the Bitcoin people, we were having a party all weekend, and now here comes Wall Street and they say, oh, my ETF is mispriced because the underlying has run so much. And so now people start to try to catch up. They panic and they put a bunch of capital in.
But chasing an asset, isn't that a little dangerous here?
Bitcoin is very volatile. It goes up, it goes down.
So people should gird for that. They should be ready for a bit of a wild ride.
I definitely think that if you go back and you look at bull markets, you can see that in 2017, as an example, Bitcoin went up 20x in a single year, but it had like 6 or 7 different 30+% drawdowns. And so anytime you have an asset that's going to go up a lot, you will get these drawdowns. But over a long period of time, Bitcoin's done pretty well.
Anthony, you are a friend as well as a guest on this show. And I do want to say that your book, How to Live an Extraordinary Life, these are letters that he wrote and is still writing, I would imagine, to his 2 young children. They're life-changing. I really hope that you guys read this. It's an incredible book, and thank you, as always, for your service.
Thank you, and you'll have to give me some lessons that I can include in the next one.
I don't know what I could teach you. Oh, my God, you've done everything.